Okay, so E3 season's pretty much over. I don't really think I should call it E3 season because E3 wasn't a thing, but we had other presentations like the State of Play, Xbox Showcase, Summer Game Fest, Capcom did a thing. I don't really know what to call it, but this video, we're going to talk about the games that were kind of announced outside of these events. There were some games and trailers that we got that were shown before and some after these events started and ended. I probably could have explained that better, I apologize. And I kind of just want to make a quick video talking about these. So starting off, one of them was a new trailer for the next Pokemon games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We got to see some gameplay, we got to see some of the new Pokemon. There's a pig Pokemon named Lechonk, which I think is hilarious and adorable. We got to see the new legendaries, and I gotta be honest, I was originally going to pick Scarlet because red's my favorite color, but I gotta be honest, I like the legendary for Violet a lot more. I think that one looks cooler than the Scarlet one, so I'm probably gonna play Violet when that comes out. But yes, new Pokemon trailers. Game looks cool. I think they're taking it more to an open world style, which I think is cool. Expectations for it for me are kind of low just because I know about how the backlash was for Sword and Shield, the previous generation. But this game, I'm still gonna try it out. I like Pokemon and I'm gonna give it a shot. I still think it looks cool. After that, we got some gameplay for Sonic Frontier. I was excited for this game because I think having an open world Breath of the Wild style Sonic game could be cool. But when it comes to Sonic games, they're very hit and miss with a lot more misses than hits. Me personally, some of the Sonic games I like Unleashed and I like Sonic Colors, but Sonic has had a lot of bad games like 06 and Sonic Boom. Couldn't remember the name for a second. I'm hoping that this is a good Sonic game. I don't want this to be a bad Sonic game. I'm hoping this is a good open world Sonic game. We got to see some world exploration, which looked okay. We got to see some combat, which actually looked very cool. I've seen the people share their opinions about it online. People saying that it doesn't look good, looks like it still needs work. I think it looks fine. It's not perfect, but I think it looks passable in my opinion. This game is still scheduled to come out in 2022. Maybe they should delay it. I don't know. I kind of hope they do and push it to 2023 just to give it more time in the oven in case that's what this game needs. But yeah, I hope this is a good Sonic game because I do like Sonic games, and when they're good, you know. I don't want this to be another bad Sonic game, if that makes sense. But yes, I hope this ends up being a good Sonic game. After that, we got a cinematic trailer for Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. Now, I have not finished Jedi Fallen Order, so I don't really know where the sequel is going. The cinematic did look cool. The main character, Cal, I think was his name, seems to have a different hairstyle, which okay. And also at the end of the cinematic trailer, there was some guy in a glass tank. I don't know Star Wars lore, so I don't know who that could be. I mean, I know a little bit, but it's only shit from the movies. If you're talking about like the in-depth Star Wars shit that they don't talk about in the movies, I don't fucking know about that. I'm not that much of a Star Wars nerd. I'm like a casual Star Wars nerd, if I'm being completely honest. So I don't know who that guy in the glass tank is, but hey, very cool cinematic trailer. Personally would have loved to see gameplay, but the fact that this game's getting a sequel is awesome, and I'm very excited for it, and I need to finish playing through the first one, and I believe it is coming out in 2023, I believe. After that, this is just gonna be a quick mention, not a lot to go off here, but they revealed the name for the next Dragon Age game. It's not Dragon Age 4, it's Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Now, I never really got into Dragon Age. I played a little bit of Inquisition, but never actually played that game fully. This game has been kind of silent, and we've only heard bits and pieces of it here and there. I remember we got a cinematic not that, like, what was that, like a year ago or something? I do want to see gameplay of this game, but yeah, I don't know if Dreadwolf means anything in like Dragon Age lore or something, so if any of you guys are Dragon Age experts, by all means, let us know in the comments. But yeah, no, we basically got the name announced, which is cool. I am interested in seeing gameplay of this game and just kind of seeing like what it's like to play it, but I don't have high hopes for it because when it comes to BioWare, the people making this game, they haven't really had the best track record lately. I mean, they've released Anthem, Mass Effect Andromeda. A lot of games they've recently released have just been not great games, so I have low expectations for this game, but I could be wrong, and this could be an awesome Dragon Age game. We'll just have to wait and see. And yeah, only time will tell. After that, they announced by showing it on a t-shirt, I'm not making this up, that Dragon's Dogma 2 is in development. Yeah, they had a whole presentation where they talked about Dragon Age, the original one, for like 10 to 15 minutes, and at the very end took off their jackets and showed a shirt that said Dragon Age 2, and they just said it's in development. I think it's cool that they're making Dragon Age 2, and I think it was kind of obvious that was coming because I believe it was on those NVIDIA leaks that came out like a year or two ago, and so far everything on that list of games ended up coming true, so I think it was only a matter of time to see Dragon Age 2 being a thing. But if you're gonna announce a game, show us the game. Don't put it on a t-shirt and show us. That's like, you don't need to make a whole presentation for that, man. Come come on. I was gonna say I thought it was weird that they didn't announce that at their Capcom presentation, but if they're just showing on a shirt, then I think that makes sense it wasn't at the Capcom presentation. When it comes to Dragon's Dogma, I did play the original for like a little bit. Like I maybe sat down for it for like an hour and just never picked it back up. I do want to give it another shot and give it a fair shot and just try the game again, just to see if I like it more and see if that'll get me excited for the second game that's coming out. And yeah, no, they basically just announced that it's in development by showing a t-shirt, which, okay. Next time gameplay, please. And lastly, the biggest thing that was probably announced, Final Fantasy VII had its 25th anniversary where they announced the next part of the Final Fantasy Remake trilogy, which is called Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We got to see a tiny bit of gameplay, some cinematics, which wasn't a lot to go off, but it was cool that we got something. We also obviously got the name. It's being called Rebirth, not Remake Part 2. And also they announced that it is going to be a 3-part series. So this is part 2, and then after that will be the third and final part of the remake, or remake trilogy, I guess. And it's going to be coming out next winter, which I'm very surprised about because I honestly thought they weren't going to announce this game until after Final Fantasy 16 came out. Like I assumed they were going to be focusing on Final Fantasy 16 and then part 2 remake would be announced. I can't even call it that anymore because we now know it's called Rebirth. But yeah, no, that's very cool. It's going to be coming out next winter. And also they are remastering, or is it, I don't know if it's remaster or remake, but I'm going to say remaster. They're remastering Crysis Core, which was, if anyone doesn't know, was a prequel game to Final Fantasy VII that came out on the PSP back in 2007, where you play as Zack. I think that's very cool. I think that's awesome that they're remastering this game it's pretty much coming out for all consoles, which is very awesome. I never got to play Crysis Core because I never had a PSP, so I'm actually very happy for this remaster, and I believe that is coming out this winter, so that should be the end of this year. And that's crazy because Square Enix has a lot of games coming. I mean, they have Forspoken coming in October, I believe, Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth that we now know about, Crysis Core Remastered, Kingdom Hearts 4. Square Enix has a lot of games coming, and I'm very excited for all of them. And yeah, that's pretty much all the games that were announced outside of all these game events. I have no idea what to call it, but I think you all get what I'm trying to say, and that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.